Hey everybody, welcome back. Hello if you're new to this channel. I got something new today. We're going back old school from the 80s, from a childhood. So if you were a child of the 80s, even if you're not, you might get this enjoyment here. But back in the day, when you were on recess, you were outside, and the police came to tell you about, hey kids, don't do crime, don't do drugs, all that fun stuff. You know what they had? They had football cards. So I still have these. We're going to take a look. These are all Minnesota Viking because I'm from Minnesota. So, of course, cops going to give out cards. So, a lot of people I probably don't remember anymore, but a lot of people I do. So, we'll start off here. Number one, we got Tim Irvin. If you're a Viking fan, let's see here. This is card number 13. Gives all the stats. McGruff, the crime dog, of course. Then the Minnesota price link for whatever. And then each one has a crime prevention tip. No one has the right to touch you or make you feel uncomfortable. There you go. That's the tip for today. And all of these cards were KS95, Pepsi, Frito-Lay. They're not sponsors, but there we go. So yeah, that's kind of neat. So they hand these out, and kind of tell you about, try to scare you straight and bribe you with sports cards. But I found these and I thought I'd share them with you. So, of course, we got Walker Lee Ashley. Don't remember him. Don't remember Tim Irvin. That's all right. But, and of course, these are going to be beat up because I was a kid. These are from 87, I believe. Let's see what it says here. Oh, I thought it said 1987. I don't know. One of these does. So it looks like we might have a couple years here. And this was at the time of the 25th 25th anniversary of the Vikings, I guess. All right. Tommy Kramer had a bit of a drinking problem, but he was a quarterback, mini quarterbacks of the Minnesota Vikings. Then, of course, Carl Lee. All right, we got Carl Lee. Maybe I'll tell you the crime prevention. When you do things away from home, make sure you let your parents know. That's a good tip. Good tip. 1987. All right. So that's Carl Lee. Then, of course, Leo Lewis. Gotta remember Leo Lewis, right? What is Leo Lewis crime prevention? By engraving your valuables and using Operation ID stickers on your home, you reduce the chance that someone will break into your house. Chunky soup, Frito-Lays. There you go. I'm going to tell you right now, just because you right, Eric Z is not going to prevent anyone from breaking into my house to steal my table. But we got Leo Lewis again. Now we got Leo Lewis in away and Leo Lewis in home. And what's this crime prevention? Be safe on Halloween. Make sure you can be seen by drivers. That's a good tip. Good tip for all you kids out there, even though Halloween is past. There we go. We got Anthony Carter. Crime prevention. Always wear your seatbelt. That's very valuable. Always wear your seatbelt, kids. Then, of course, DJ Dozier. All right. We like it, right? DJ back in the day. Crime prevention tip. Intentionally taking things from a store without paying for them is stealing. It sure is. That's crime prevention tip. Don't steal. All right. Then all-time great. Alan Page. You know, Alan Page. What's his crime prevention tip? When riding in a car, use your seatbelt. Well, there you go. And we got a big defensive end, Gerald Robinson. What's his crime prevention? Preventing crime by being the eyes and ears of the police or sheriff. Well, there you go. There you go. And then, of course, Bud Grant. Looks like I drew on Bud Grant's face there. Why did I do that? Or Jerry Burns, not Bud Grant. Jerry Burns. Good old Jerry Burns, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. His crime prevention tip is your bicycle is really important. Well, there you go. All right. So probably lock it up. That's probably the moral of the story. And here's a nice little your Minnesota Vikings. Still with that Minnesota Vikings font. Love it. Still to this day is awesome. Crime prevention. You can get your Vikings cards only from police officers. There will be a lot of chances to get your Vikings cards, but don't ask an officer if when they are busy or run into a busy street to ask. Only ask when it is safe. Well, there you go. That's a good prevention for all you kids out there. Don't run into the street and ask a cop for stuff. Cat wanted to see what's going on here. Get him on. Get off the table here, Cat. All right. He wanted to be part of the Vikings. We're all excited. But yeah, I found these in a box and I thought, you know what? From 1987, what a great, you know what I mean? They used to hand these out. I don't think they do that anymore. Maybe they do. I could be wrong. But yep, you'd sit on the playground, and the police would come, and then you know what you do? You run over there and say, hey, you got cards? You got cards? Because that's what we did. And they had cards. You know what I mean? And I want to say that we listened to them, but we probably didn't because we probably wanted cards. But you know what? You try to be safe. And that's the moral of the story, is be safe and look out for everyone. And look out for your neighbors. Look out for your friends. And just generally look out for one another. And as I always say, stay safe out there. So I can see you from next video because they're coming. So thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. But that was a little blast in the past. If you're a child of the 80s, let me know in the comments below. You know what I mean? Don't in the comments below let me know what the cops did in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? But let me know. You know what I mean? I understand that not everyone has a positive attitude towards police officers. But, you know what? At the time, when you were a kid, I guess you didn't really care. You just wanted cards. But that's not the moral of my story, you know. But just be kind to one another. And as always, I'll see you for my next video.